Robert Downey Jr. has evolved into one of the most respected actors in Hollywood. With an amazing list of credits to his name, he has managed to stay new and fresh even after over 4 decades in the business. Downey was born April 4, 1965 in Manhattan, New York, the son of writer, director and filmographer Robert Downey Sr. and actress Elsie Downey, née Elsie Enford. Robert's father is of half Lithuanian Jewish, 1/4 Hungarian Jewish, and 1/4 Irish descent, while Robert's mother was of English, Scottish, German, and Swiss-German ancestry. Robert and his sister, Allison Downey, were immersed in film and the performing arts from a very young age, leading Downey Jr. to study at the Stage Door Manor Performing Arts Training Center in upstate New York, before moving to California with his father following his parents' 1978 divorce. Downey Jr. made his film debut in 1970 and built up an impressive repertoire over the years. By the 2000s, he was starring in films such as Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and eventually found his way to the Marvel franchise. However, the star's life took a few dark turns, including a stint in prison and problems with substance abuse. Not only did Downey Jr. start acting at a young age, but he also had his first taste of illegal drugs as a young man. As an immature and starry-eyed actor in the making, Downey got hooked on illicit substances early on and spent his entire youth slowly trudging down a dangerous path that would eventually get the better of him. While awaiting trial, the actor was arrested again after walking into a stranger's home, stripping down to his underwear, and falling asleep in one of the beds. At the age of 6, Downey Jr. had already had his first taste of alcohol. One night, as a joke, his father offered him his first taste of cannabis, which would send the actor spiraling later in life. As he grew older, Downey Jr. slowly started trying more substances, eventually becoming wholly addicted. Before he landed on his back, clawing his way out of addiction, Downey Jr. dropped out of high school when he landed a job on the hit show Saturday Night Live. He met actress Sarah Jessica Parker, and the two hit it off, becoming an item before either of them had landed the roles that would have their names immortalized. Downey Jr. and Parker spent 7 years together. During that time, Parker would often take care of Downey Jr., urging him to quit his various addictions. On the other hand, Downey Jr. had no intention of getting clean. He refused to stop drinking and fell deeper into substance abuse, while Parker tried her best to help him. The actress believes her relationship with the Iron Man star taught her much about herself and what a healthy relationship should look like. She also noted that by taking care of Downey Jr. in his drug-addled state, she had learned something about caring for her own 3 kids as well. The relationship didn't last. Parker and Downey Jr. went their separate ways in 1991, and the actress went on to marry Matthew Broderick. Following the breakup, Downey Jr. continued to impress with his acting talents, but his addiction problem grew worse, and by 1996, the actor had his first run-in with the law. Oliver Stone, who directed the film Natural Born Killers, noted that Downey Jr. showed remarkable promise, but it was tragic the actor had been ensnared by substance abuse. This eventually led to his first arrest after being caught with several illegal substances and a concealed .357 Magnum. The arrest did nothing to frighten Downey Jr. While awaiting trial. The actor was arrested again after walking into a stranger's home, stripping down to his underwear, and falling asleep in one of the beds. The family's mother stumbled onto the sleeping actor and called 911. Naturally, the call made it onto the internet, and news sources went wild. 4 days after his arrest, Downey Jr. was in rehab, albeit unwillingly. Wearing a Hawaiian shirt and a pair of slippers, the actor dashed out of one of the bathroom windows, prompting another bout of press mania. Although he was temporarily out, it wouldn't be the last time Downey Jr. saw the inside of a rehab facility. Refusing to get sober, Downey Jr. was arrested several more times and eventually went to prison. Although he got along reasonably well with his cellmates, the actor shared that he had numerous times woken up in a pool of blood. He commented, "I would never tell you the worst things that have happened to me." By the time Downey Jr. stood in front of the jury for a third time, he had largely destroyed his relationship with the mother of his son, Deborah Falconer. He recalled his time in prison, saying, "It was the Most dangerous place I've ever been in my life. Nobody is designated. If they're level 1, 2, 3 or 4 criminal, everyone is there. After his release from prison in 2000, Downey Jr. still had trouble with addiction. His time in prison had done him good, but he was still recovering. By 2003, however, he had managed to kick his habit, declaring that he was entirely sober. And by 2005, the actor remarried, giving family life another go. His second wife, Susan Levin, gave birth to another son, Exton Downey. With his newfound sobriety, the Sherlock Holmes actor focused all his energy on raising his kids and advancing his career. In November 2014, Downey Jr. and Levin welcomed their only daughter, Avery Rule Downey. The actor also shares a close bond with his oldest son, Indio Downey. It seems the oldest of the Downey children hopes to follow in his father's footsteps by becoming an actor and has had a few notable roles, even starring with his dad in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Sadly, it also seems the boy has inherited his father's penchant for substance abuse. After being arrested for drug possession in 2014, Downey's son also faced jail time. Luckily, his dad bailed him out and booked him into rehab, commenting, "We're grateful to the Sheriff's Department for their intervention and believe Indio can be another recovery success story instead of a cautionary tale."
Chúng ta đã cùng nhau khám phá những câu chuyện thú vị và đáng chú ý về các ngôi sao hấp dẫn. Nếu bạn thích nội dung video của chúng tôi và muốn tiếp tục nhận thông tin mới nhất về các ngôi sao, đừng quên đăng ký, like và để lại comment ở phần bình luận bên dưới. Chúng tôi rất trân trọng mọi ý kiến đóng góp của các bạn để cải thiện chất lượng nội dung trong tương lai. Hãy chia sẻ ý kiến hoặc gợi ý, thắc mắc mà bạn có thể cho chúng tôi những thông tin chính xác hơn trong những video tiếp theo. Cảm ơn bạn đã dành thời gian theo dõi video này. Hãy nhấn like và để lại comment ngay bây giờ để chúng tôi biết rằng bạn đã thích nội dung này. Đừng quên subscribe kênh của chúng tôi để không bỏ lỡ bất kỳ thông tin hấp dẫn nào về các ngôi sao trong tương lai. Hẹn gặp lại các bạn trong những video tiếp theo. Chúc mọi người một ngày vui vẻ và thú vị.